Canto 7. Thus Plutus, with his clucking voice, began. That noble sage, then, who knew everything, said to encourage me.
Let not thy fear distress thee, for whatever power he hath, he'll not prevent our going down this rock.
Then to those swollen lips he turned around and said,
Be silent, thou accursed wolf. With thy own rage, consume thyself within. Not causeless in our going to the bottom. There is wit on high, when Michael wrought vengeance upon the arrogant rebellion.
His sails, when swollen by the wind, fall down and tangled. When the mast breaks, even so, down to the ground the cruel monster fell. Into the fourth ditch we descended thus, advancing further over the woeful edge, which begs all evil in the universe. Justice of God, alas, who heapeth up the many unheard of toils and pains I saw, and wherefore doth our sin tormented us so? As yonder over Charybdis doth the sea, which breaks against the one runs to meet, so must the people a ring dance here. I hear soft folk, more numerous than elsewhere, on one side and then on the other, with great howls, rolling big weights around by strength of chest. They struck against each other. Then, right there, each turned, rolling back his weight, cried out,
Where keepest thou?
and
Wherefore throw away?
they circled thus around the gloomy ring, and on either hand upon point opposed, still shouting each other to each their vile refrain. Then each turned back, when through his own half-ring he had attained the other budding place. And I, whose heart was well nigh broken, said, Now, teacher, show me who these people are, and tell me whether all these tonsured ones upon our left ecclesiastics were. And he replied to me,
They each and all were at their first life so squint-eyed in mind that they were measure used no money there. Clearly enough their voices barking forth whenever they reached the 2 points of the ring, where difference in font unmatteth them. These churchmen were, who had no heavy covering upon their heads, and popes and cardinals, upon whom avarice works its mastery.
and I to him, Among such men as these, I surely, teacher, ought to recognize a few, who by these sins polluted were. And he to me,
Thou shapest a vain thought, your discerning life which made them foul, now to all recognition makes them dark. To these two shocks they'll come eternally. These from the sepulchre will rise again, close-fisted. These, shorn of their very hair, ill-giving and ill-keeping took from them the lovely world, and set them at this fray. To qualify it, I'll not use fair words. Now canst thou, son, behold the short-lived cheat of riches that are put in fortune's care, and for whose sake the human race contends, for all the gold there is beneath the moon, and all that was there once could not avail to make one of these weary spirits rest.
Teacher, said I to him, now tell me further, what is this fortune thou dost touch upon, which hath the world's good things thus in her claws?
O foolish creatures,
Said he then to me,
how great the ignorance which hurteth you! I'd have me swallow now my thought of her, the one whose knowledge everything transcends. So made the heavens, so gave guides to them, that every part of every other shines, thus equally distributing the light. Likewise for worldly splendors he ordained a general minister and guide to change from time to time the vain goods of the world, from race to race, from one blood to another, past all resistance by the minds of men. Wherefore, one people governs, and other declines in power, according to her judgment, which hidden is, as in the grass a snake. Your knowledge is not able to resist her, for seeing she decides and carries on her government, as there's the other gods. Her permutations have no truce at all. Necessity compels her to be swift. Hence, oft it happens that a change occurs. This is the one who is so often cursed, even by those who ought to give her praise, yet to give her blame amiss and in repute. But she is blessed and gives no heed to that. Among the primal creatures clad, she turns her spear, and blessed enjoys herself. But now, to woe more piteous lets descend. Now falls each star that rose when I set out, and one here is forbidden too long to stay.
We cross the circle to the other bank, over a bubbling stream that poureth down along a ditch, which from it takes its shape. Then, purple-black, much darker, was its water, and we, accompanying its dusky waves, went down and entered on an uncouth path. A swamp it forms which hath name of Styx, this dismal little brook, when it hath reached the bottom of the grey, malignant slopes. And I, who was intensely gazing there, saw muddy people in that slimy marsh, all naked and with anger in their looks. They struck each other, not with hands alone, but with their heads and chests and with their feet, and rent each other piecemeal with their teeth. Said the good teacher,
Son, thou seest now the souls of those whom anger overcome, nay more. I'd have thee certainly believe that beneath the water there are folk who sigh and make this water bubble at its surface, as wheresoever it turned, thine eyes reveals.
stuck in the slime, they say.
Solemn we were in the sweet air that gladdened by the sun, bearing with us fumes of surliness in our solid in the swamp and black fire.
This hymn they gurgle down inside their throats, because they cannot utter it with perfect speech. And so we circled around the filthy den, a great arc tween the dry bank and the marsh, our eyes intent on those that swallow mud, into a tower's